Check, check, check. Oh my goodness, chat. When I just want to chill out and have a chill stream, everything has to go wrong. Absolutely. I don't even know how we're live right now. Unbelievable shenanigans going on in the background here. I might die on this stream because it's about 427 degrees in the HQ right now because it's nice and cool outside. But when that happens, the office air doesn't run and it gets piping hot. Luckily, I have a fan, but guess what? I knocked my fan over when I walked into the office, broke the fan, so now fan won't run unless you want to hear it grinding in the background. So I have no fan. My coffee order, the mobile order is down because I guess Google's down. Somebody updated their OBS or something, and Google's down. So I ran over there, got my coffee, came back. I had reassembled the fan to work like halfway, laying on its side. Well, when I came back, when I closed the door, it fell back over again. So no fan at all, 100% zero fan. You're my only fans, Douglas. OBS, do I get even started with the OBS? OBS like dumped everything, reset everything. I didn't even have it connected to my YouTube account. So, and I'm just sitting here like, man, I just want to do a chill MD80 streams because I feel like we've been working so hard. We've been flying into hurricanes. We've been trying to fly into hurricanes. We've been flying the Temu Max. We've been flying the Bear and the Bonanza, which are amazing airplanes, but you know they do require a little bit more attention than just sit back and chill stream. So I was like, you know what? Let's just fly the MD80 from Portland, where it's fogged in, thick here. Take it to Jackson Hole and chill out. And what do you know? But we're not gonna give up yet. We got everything running. The only thing that is questionable at this point is my sanity, depending on how hot it gets in here. But everything is running, and I have the Mobi flight profile for the FMC and Wing autopilot panel for the MD80, and I gotta tell you guys, it's epic. It even changes the color of the FMC to that dark green, like CRT look. Now, obviously, the CRT that I have is not, or the FMC that I have is not a CRT, but it kind of tries to get that look, and it's just so cool, guys. It's so cool. I absolutely love it. I think it's an absolute steal of a price for what you get. I was messing with cameras today, too. I went out and bought a new camera, a new stand, because I wanted to have a dedicated FMC cam. But when I plug it into my computer, my entire camera setup goes berserk. Like, my other cameras stop working. One camera starts, like, triple showing. I can't get the new camera to show at all in OBS unless I select it as a already used source, which then I can't use my other camera. It's just, my head has been exploding. But yeah, see, you may not, oh, you can't see it, but I have another mount down here ready to go for the FMC cam. But I said, do you know what? Screw it. Let's just go live and have fun flying the MD80 with the immersive audio pack. So we'll skip the shout outs. I do see a lot of people here tuning in for MD80 Ops. I love it. Hit the like button for MD80 Ops. We're sitting in here with Reno Air. I'm going to reset this camera here real quick. We'll hop outside. Drone, walk around cam. Reno Air MD80. Look at this thing right here. I love the little black on the nose right there. I believe this is a whiskey throttle livery. It's absolutely fire. So it's absolutely epic. I can't wait to fly this bird. I've said a lot of things about Leonardo. I still stand by the things that I've said about Leonardo, but with everything that I have said, I love this airplane. I love it. I love flying it. It's so unique with the sound pack. It's really, it brings it to another level of enjoyment for me. So I hope you guys enjoy the flight, and it should be good. And good. Oh, of course, you know, today's the day I wore pants, right? Because it was 39 degrees this morning, so I wear pants and get to the HQ, and we're smoked out. So anyway, but I will say also, I went to the chiropractor today. First time in my life ever been to a chiropractor. My wife goes and pretty regularly, I guess, and she's like, you should go get checked out. And man, I took some x-rays today. I feel like I'm 3 inches taller now, chat. I mean, I got some serious chiropractic work in, and I feel great. So first time ever. But let's get it fired up. Callie Simmer in the house. Good to see you. Currently watching the stream from a Waymo. Dude, with Mr. Zippy. So Callie Simmer, I saw Waymos in person for the first time when I was in San Francisco with the fam last week or 2 weeks ago. They're so cool looking. I mean, it's just like, this is weird. And then I read an article. I started researching about them. They pulled one over because it made an illegal U-turn. But like, how do you give a ticket to a Waymo? Like, is there still responsibility? Like, what happens when it pulled an illegal U-turn? But yeah, that was fun. We were driving around Waymos through San Francisco. So, Sam, what's up, my man? Do I want to do another interview? No, I don't. I did see your text. I didn't respond because I'm a terrible human being. Sorry, man. I will respond to you, I swear, at some point. Dude, listen, Sam, I will tell you this out of the gate. We can talk more about it. I would not go there with at all. Like, if I had an opportunity right now to go there, I wouldn't. I think the only way that I would go there is through acquisition at my current operator. The reason for that being, Sam, it's going to be very slow, very stagnant for a very long time. You have basically 45 years left of your career. I think what your initial plan is going to be better in terms of movement. But, of course, you got to do you. I mean, that's just my opinion. I look at the numbers, and I got a lot of friends there, actually. I got a lot of friends there, and I think Fenix is still like a 13-year upgrade. So 13, 14-year upgrade, maybe even longer now with their fleet troubles. But we'll talk more, man. We'll talk more for sure. AJ Frenaro, my man, what's going on, dude? Maybe the Waymo likes cutting people off like you. Hey, I sure do, AJ. Thanks for the $3 super chat. I sure do like cutting people off, man. One thing I can't stand is people that don't pay attention when they drive. I think that's a pilot thing, you know, because we're always so engaged when we're flying because you have to be. And then when you drive, you kind of drive the same way. And when you get behind someone that's just not paying attention or lollygagging, it's a pet peeve of mine for sure. All right. Let's go. Let's get rocking. Henry Littlewood. What's up, man? How you doing? All right, we'll climb in this old clapped out MD80 here. And let's go ahead and get it fired up. I'm going to power up the EFB here real quick. We'll get some stuff connected to the aircraft. Zippy Zapple, what's up, man? It's been very polite so far. Very cool, Zippy. How are you enjoying? Well, you've been out to the West Coast before, right? So that's awesome, man. Have a good lunch. Have a good lunch. I'm jealous. I could go for a good lunch right about now. Let's go to the aircraft services, ground services. Let's connect the GPU. Let's pretend we got air conditioning hooked up out there. So we'll do that. We'll also come over here and go to the weight and balance. We'll import SimBrief OFP. There we go. That's us. Reno Air 35. Where'd it go? Reno Air. Where'd it go? What's happening? Why is it not importing and staying? Okay, third time's the charm. Reno Air OFP is connected. Let's go. Fire it up. Sounds all the way up. Turn to 11. Immersive audio. Knox Gaming. Somebody said that there was an update coming. I do not have it. I don't know what's involved in it, but if you have a link to some information, I would definitely check it out. I love the MD80. I love the immersive audio sound pack, and I would be very curious to see what's coming in the updated version. So here we go. Let's fire it up. Battery switch on. We'll lock that over. External power. Autopilot coming on the line. Let's come up here. We got to juice up some panel lighting because we are in the middle of a big fogged out Portlandia. We'll do a magic barrel ref down there. Wow, spun that needle all the way around. Let's get some panel lighting on here. What in tarnation is going on here? No blue screen. Just everything. Something's going on, man, because it unlinked all my OBS again. Hold on, guys. I'm rebooting everything up here. I got 427 things to reboot. No, I don't know if it's an OBS problem. It's so weird, man. I mean, like, everything I had set up is, I want to blame it on me trying to get a new camera working, but I don't think that's it, because even the Starbucks mobile app is down. Something's going on today. We'll try one more time here. We weren't even booted up, so what the heck. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to kill the vertical stream because I just don't want to deal with it right now. So let me do that real quick. I don't even think the vertical is working. I see people chatting over there. I guess it is technically kind of working. Interesting. Okay, maybe I'll let it run. All right, screw it. What the hell? Let's try round 2. If it works. If not, great. I'm done with the theme. Let's get the sounds up. I mean, we didn't even boot up, so I don't see why we can't just start over here. But something's going on. But see how like it didn't want to it didn't even want to load the flight plan? Like something's going on worldwide. Xbox was down. I think yeah, there's definitely stuff going on, man. That's all right. We'll try one more time. All I wanted to do on this stream is to just chill. I want to sit back, fly the MD80 with my new MCP panel, and just chill and hang out with you guys. We'll talk about what you think of the Barons and the Dukes, talk about life, love, and the pursuit of not rage-quitting Microsoft Flight Sim. I'm telling you, it's 3-1 Atlas bomb detections. Hey, look, right where we started. Hold on. Now, the only problem with the Vert stream is if I launch Volanta. Chris PT6, what's going on, man? You're dead to me, dude. Showed me a double peak start, unacceptable. Actually, dude, where were you flying, man? That was so cool. PC-12NGX on grass? Dude, what? Who? You gotta text me, dude. That looks sweet. That looks sweet. Okay, so I'm actually got this working too. Okay, so vertical's back. Everything's back. We're back. All right. Oh, here, now the big test. Hold on, I got to, we're almost all the way back, chat. We're almost all the way back. Let me just boot up Moby Flight. This will be the last thing to give me a problem, because if Moby Flight doesn't work, then I'm going to be less motivated, because I really wanted to fly because of a Moby Flight and my FMC. Time for X-Plane, Captain Simp. Dude, no, you can't come at me with that, Captain Simp, because the last time I came to the office, I had no internet at the computer, go figure, and I tried to run X-Plane, and as soon as I logged in, it's like, oh, you're in demo mode, you can't play with X-Plane, you have to go online to activate. I'm like, what? The last time I flew X-Plane, I downloaded it, installed it, ran it full mode just fine. I've already paid for it twice, mind you, and now it wants me to log in? No. X-Plane is so dead to me, I will never fly it again just because of that day. It made me so mad. That's not true, but it really pissed me off because I wanted to fly X-Plane that day when I had no internet, but I had to have internet to play X-Plane. I was like, what is going on here? Why are we so, like, gone are the days of, just buying a game on your, at Costco game section or Fry's Electronics, coming home, putting it in the computer, and it worked. I mean, FSX was a legend, and it had 2 updates in 30 years. Uh-oh. A backup of user CFG opt was found, suggesting that this app did not shut down. It was due to the crash, blah, blah, blah. It's recommended to use the backup instead as exactly incorrect. Would you like to restore the backup? Do I restore the backup? What do I do, chat? Backup user CFG file found? Never seen that before. Scared to click anything. I'm not going to click any. I'm not even going to click it. Let's just open the door. Let's go flying. Do these work? Well, I'll be damned. These do work. All right. Just hit no. All right. Thank you. Okay. This is going to be the stream from hell. I can tell already. Oh, my goodness. We still need to connect the yoke. I'm about to... Oh, my goodness. I gotta connect the yoke. The future is now. Captain Sim, thanks for the $2 super chat, man. The former Fry's Electronics in our area is becoming a police station, a sign of the times. Wow, Jeff, is it really? Yeah, dude, Fry's Electronics. Hit the like button, please, if you ever went to Fry. That place was amazing. You could find anything you ever wanted at Fry's Electronics for PC. You can get a washing machine there. You can go, they had a coffee shop there. I mean, it was amazing. So Fry's Electronics was the GOAT. Time to fly the Bonanza Sandman. I would love to, but the point is I wanted to just sit back and relax, Bonanza, I love flying it, but again, it's one of those airplanes that requires a little bit more. It's, it's not the best streaming airplane per se. It's good. It's not super high workload, but I just wanted to sit back and chill, you know? Great, I forgot to turn on the GPU. Let's drain our battery here. Plus the smell of Fry's Electronics had a certain smell when you walked in. It was like high performance computer parts and a coffee shop. That's just, there was a certain smell to Fry's Electronics. It was amazing. I'm going to turn the air conditioning on one more time just to pretend that I have air conditioning. All right. Left, right, goodness me. We're back. We're cooking, chat. We're back. I will not be deterred. Panel lights coming on. Look at that. All right. Is the McDo and the MD80 the same or similar McDo, or has its own layout? It has its own functions and layouts, but it's very similar. But the thing is, you can use MobiFlight to create profiles to make it function with other McDos. So, like, for instance, I got to wait for this McDo to power up. See how it turned on? Now, what you can't see... Oh, hold on. Let me turn the lights off real quick. Now, what you can't see is that this is actually like a dark green. How do I have to like block it out? So it mimics the MD80 McDo. So it's pretty dang cool, man. I absolutely love it for that. But yeah, we'll deal with that here in a minute. So let me just go ahead and pin that one off for a second. All right. I missed some streams, so I hope all is going well. Charlie Xavier, what's up, man? All is well, dude. It's just been a hell of a day today to get this stream started. But thanks for the support, man. Appreciate you. Sandman, what about Blockbuster Video? Oh, yeah, I remember Blockbuster Video, too. I remember Blockbuster. Here we go. Sim brief. Don't crash. Okay. We got it. We got it. Here we go. Let's go. There's a lot to do up here. I forget. I'm so out of sorts. Let me just kind of start over. We're going to kind of glaze over this. We're on external power, so that looks good. We'll come down here. We'll go emergency exit lights, arm. No smoking can stay on. Seatbelts is off. That looks good. Mirror is off. We're going to go this, that. That looks good. Everything looks normal. Let's go ahead and do logo lights. Overspeed. Beautiful. Anti-skid. We would test that. Make sure that works. Didn't mean to call the PA there. Did I make a PA? No. Okay. I just didn't mean to hit the PA. Test light. All right. Everything looks good over here. All right. They're calling back because we called them. Sorry. I just hit the wrong button there. All right. Windshield test. We're going to skip all that. Everything else looks good there. Let's go ahead and turn these lights on a little bit. All right. Let's pull this sucker out. Now, the question is, do I even attempt to launch beyond ATC for this? Let's go ahead and suck the flaps up. Let's go aux, trans. We'll see the slats come in, or at least the indicator, right? There it is. Boom. And then we can go hydraulic pumps, trans, aux pump off. All right. All right. Now we can do a... That works. And we'll come back through here. We don't need to do any assume temperature stuff right now. Why are our flight directors on? That's off. That one's off. Why do I have a flight director? I have the first officer flight director is out of sync. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, trans and aux stays on even at the gate. I thought that was like... I thought we wait till we get ready to load stuff up. I just didn't want to hear it whining. But, all right, here we go. Let's load the box up. Pause init. All right, pause init. And AJ, thanks for the $3 super chat. This donation is in the cloud. What could go wrong? I know. Oh, you know what? We need to change our tiller out, too. Oh, my son took the tiller handle. We'll be taxing with the 777 tiller. That's fine. Let's go ahead and put our position in here. We're going to go route. And then actually, I'm going to use this McDo for the ACARS. So we'll go ACARS here. AOC menu. Let's do pre-flight, a NIT data, a NIT request. We're going to do that. And then flight plan request as well. So we're going to wait for that. And then we're going to plug it in the old school way. KPDX. And we're going to Jackson Hole today. Jackson Hole should be a nice flight to chill out. Maybe watch a movie. I don't stream at home. Correct, Knox. That is correct. We're professionals around here. All right, let me launch beyond ATC. Full flaps in the house. What's up, Wingnut? How's that that flare? You still on the flare landing at Berks Regional whatever airport there in Cleveland? The Timu Miggs Airport? Beyond ATC is loading in right now. So as that loads up, let's go ahead and start the boarding process. So we'll come back to the aircraft ceviches and start boarding and ground service. We're going to need just double check the fuel. Yes, so 18.4, 18.5-ish. What did SimBrief say? Yep, 18.861 is what we were looking for, block fuel. All right. Everything looking good.
Beyond ATC.
There's our ACARS message. So we'll come back down here. We'll accept these, then we can get our clearance. Portland Jackson Hole. Takeoff weight. That looks good. Crew message. I'm going to leave this page up here. And as soon as Beyond ATC loads in, we'll get the clearance and get ready to go. And we should have a nav light on, which is over here. Pause light is on. All right. Let's give them a call. What's going on with the ATIS? What's going on with the Viz here?
Portland Airport information Zulu. 1909 Zulu. Wind con. Visibility 18. Temperature 09. Dew point 08. Altimeter 3044. Landing and departing runway 10.
Did you say 1-8?
10 right. Advise on initial contact. You have information Zulu.
All right. Wingnut, oh boy. Thanks for the $5 super chat. My wife says my credit card, my wife saw my credit card statement and goes, can you blow money on OnlyFans like a normal husband instead of that YouTube stuff? Oh my goodness. You know what? Wingnut, our wives are officially Facebook friends. That's scary, dude. That's scary. And I actually saw that, my wife's calling me names. I don't appreciate that. We're going to have to do something about that. Portland clearance, good afternoon. Reno 357 with information Zulu. Clearance to Jackson Hole, please. Is he going to call us Reno? Is the call sign Reno Air? I don't even know what the call.
Roraima 357, Portland.
Roraima.
Thanks for Zulu. Cleared to Jackson Hole Airport. Lava 7 departure. Pendleton transition. Then is filed. Maintain for 1,000 feet. Departure frequency 118.1. Squawk 05 for 6.
Auto responds on, so he's going to take care of it.
Clear to
10
Jackson
right.
Hole Airport. Lava 7 departure. Pendleton
Lava
transition.
7.
Then is filed. Maintain for 1,000 feet.
PDT.
Departure frequency 118.1.
Route.
Squawk 0546.
Activate.
Roraima 357.
Who the hell is Roraima? Ah, Tutko's in the house. Say it. I refuse. Tutko. T Tutko. Thanks for the $2 super chat. If you want to hear your name pronounced properly, go to fullflapsim.com.
Roraima 357.
All right, we're going up to 4,000 feet initial. I'll throw that in the FCU. 4,000 is set. We've got Lava 7 PDT. Let's go back to the legs page here. We'll scroll over. After PDT, this is kind of cool. You can follow along. I'll pull up my my route over here. After PDT, we're taking airway J20. So actually, I think I have to go to the route page, right? Yeah, PDT, and then we're going to do J20. I got it. It's not fully mounted yet, but I'm getting ready to fully mount it because I like this position. So I just wanted to make sure I liked this position before I went to the full mount. It's kind of half mounted right there. So J20 DNJ, that checks. Next page. After DNJ, we're taking Juliet 82 to DBS. DBS is set, and then direct Jackson Hole for runway 19. Now, I don't think we'll get a direct, but you guys tell me, isn't there like a juicy approach going into Jackson Hole? Runway 19, arrival. I guess I'll throw in the Zulu 19. We got RNAVs 19. We got all kinds of 19s. Which one is the good one, Vodka? You tell me which one the good one is. I'll load it up. I'll stand by on that. While that's doing that and you guys are getting information, let's go ahead and get the fueling pumps. No, we're still fueling. So we're going to go left aft for APU, I believe. So APU run and start. We're going to hold that 1, 2, 3. Put it back to run, and allegedly there we go. Yeah, ILS 19 from the northwest. Okay, ILS 19. What's that going to be? Zidev. It's right aft. Oh, whoops. I'll just load in the Zulu 19. We'll deal with the transition later. Alright, that leaves us with perf and it. Fuel, we're going to be looking for 18.8. No fuel scheduling. 0 fuel weight 109241. Reserves 2000. Cost index is going to be 88. Cruise flight level going up to, going over to Jackson Hole, 35,000 feet. Cruise altitude 350 is set. Takeoff. We'll come back to this here in a minute. All right. APU is up and running.
352 at ramp Echo 76, request pushback.
All right, we got to wait for a minute. Get the
Boutique 352, Portland ground, pushback approved, face southeast.
Pushback approved, face southeast, Boutique 352.
All right, Boutique Air, huh? What did we say? 0 fuel was 108.8, 109.2. I'm going to go 109.2 here real quick, so we'll have our totalizer. Good afternoon, bearded aviator. All right, 109.2, that is set. That looks good. All right, let's see if we can't get some air on here. Let's go auto. Oh, it would help if we turned, scratch that. It would help if we actually turned the APU air on. All right, APU air is on. We no longer need the GPU. We no longer need the ground cart. Doors and stairs were almost fully loaded. Let's do the old school speeds. Takeoff weight at 126. So one will take the next higher one. That gives us 117. Oh no, on a dry runway, 126. 131. 140. And that's TO 11 degrees outside, no D rate with a gross rate of 127.2. And that's going to be a flap setting. Does this tell you?
Runway 10 left taxi via Kilo Echo Boutique 352.
Flap 15. So it will be a flap 15. So we don't need to dial a flap if it's 15, if I'm not mistaken. I just go 11, 15. So that is stowed. No dial a flap on this particular departure. We do need to find our trim CG, so let's come back over here. Let's go here real quick. 0 fuel weight. Takeoff weight is 15.2. And we're doing flaps 15. 15.2. That looks good. Run the trim just a little bit forward. All right, trim is set. cool. Should have enough air. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Flight 1790, Portland ground. Pushback approved.
We got air flowing. We're cooling it down. Reset the cabin call. We're not going to deal with that because we use the paper charts. How are we looking for passengers? We are all boarded up. Wonderful. Magic Barrel ref is reset. 4,000 is set. We'll get flight directors. I guess can we do flight directors before pushback? Why not? Flight director, TO is set. 140 on the speed window. Why do I use flip charts? It's just more old school, man. More fun to be old school sometimes. We used the EFB before. We use the EFB actually on most of our flights, but I just feel like mixing it up, man. Can you see traffic? Yes, you can, Mixesh. You can see traffic behind me, except right now the visibility is like an 1/8 mile, so not very good for seeing traffic. All right. Let me go over just mentally here, because this is the MD80, and I've screwed this up before. So we're 140. We got 4,000 set. We need a squawk code. This is why I do this. Our squawk code is 0546. 0546. We're getting ready to push and start. We'll just put it on XPDR mode. That is set. We'll do this after takeoff. We're going to do a power back, so let's give them a call, because we are ready to start them up and push back. Anti-collision light is on. Hydraulics are set. Flaps after pushback. Here we go. Iglufu says 19 Zulu from Toga is the best. Thank you. I will load that one up. If I can get out of here, man. Jeez, request push and start, please.
Rorema 357, gate Delta 7, request pushback.
Boutique 352, hold position for traffic.
Hold position for traffic, Boutique 352.
Where is the
352, continue taxi.
Continue taxi,
terrain?
Boutique 352.
Terrain on ND.
Boutique 352,
Chat.
contact Portland Tower
Are we wazzing?
118.7.
Over to tower 118.7, Boutique 352.
I was wondering what was going on. I thought we were WASM'd. Everything was frozen for a second.
Rorema 357, Portland ground.
Golly, this
Pushback,
stream.
engine start approved.
This
Face
stream,
northwest.
chat. All right, push and start.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest, Rorema 357.
All right, let's go ahead and do it. Supply air is coming off. We're going to use, it's a odd day, so we'll use System A today. System A, seatbelt sight is on. The rest of our fuel tank pumps are coming on. I actually think we do have center tank fuel, so we'll get those on right now. And starting 2. Here we go. Start of valve open. I'm going to turn down beyond ATC, turn up the sim. Here we go. I was saying the same thing you were regarding my text, especially after last week. Did you text me here? I don't have my phone next to me. Oh, yeah. I know.
3740 for heavy, ramp 178 taxi via Whiskey Alpha Tango Mike Echo.
Sam, have you heard when to expect anything, like in terms of class days for you? Did they say anything like January or December maybe? Sounds like we got a good start on one. Let's go ahead and stop grounding the starter. Verify we got a good start. Engine is stabilized. Here we go. 1 or 2 peaks on the JT8D, Wingnut. Is it 1 or 2 peaks on the JT8D? Early 26. Okay, right on, man. Love that light off slow. All right, engine 2 stabilized. Starter is destroyed. That's coming off. That's coming off. Let's go left. Nope. These are on. This is not the DC-9 where you got to reset. They're automatically on, and we can check that left, right. That looks good. With that done, I can go ahead and go high pressure bleed back to auto, back to auto. Those stay up, and APU air can come off. APU master can come down. We'll do flaps after pushback. We are cleared for power back. So in that case, brakes released. Here we go. Oh, look at that Primera 7.6.
Horizon Air 2395, Portland ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest. Pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest. Horizon Air 2395.
All right, brakes are set, reversers are stowed. Let's go ahead and select flaps 15. So 11:15 is set. Now the brakes are set. There we go. Flight controls. Double check that's 15 because that looks a little bit aggressive. It is. Flaps 15 is set. Trims are set. That all looks good. Reset U, and that should go captain, and we're ready. Brakes released. Takeoff config is checked. Let's call for taxi.
Roraima 357, taxi for departure.
Roraima 357, runway 10 right taxi via Kilo Echo, Mike. Hold short, runway 3.
Runway 10 right taxi via Kilo Echo Mike. Hold short runway 3, Roraima 357.
All right, I should have pulled this out earlier. We're basically low-vis taxi routes for 10 left, 10 right.
Giant 3740 for heavy, cross runway 10
This is actually
right
good
at
practice. I
Alpha
haven't
1.
done this in a long time.
Continue
10
taxi
right via
Echo
Kilo,
Charlie Foxtrot.
Kilo, Echo,
Runway 10 right at Alpha 1.
Mike.
Continue taxi via Echo Charlie Foxtrot Giant 3744 Heavy.
So we are here. So we're going to follow Kilo straight across, left on Echo, which will be the second set, and then the Mike over there. So
Horizon Air
brakes released.
ready to taxi to the
Let's go.
active. Horizon Air 2395, runway 10 left taxi. via
Steven,
Tango
what's going on, man?
Echo.
Thank you for the €5. Appreciate you. Says, does the wing stuff have any impact on FPS? I mean, at some point, connect 5 other devices. Currently building a cockpit. You know, I haven't noticed a difference. I think what would make it go down would be the software required to run it. I have my hesitations about some of the software, like MobiFlight and Python in the background. I hate running that stuff, but so far so good, other than today's initial crash out, which I hope that's not related. I only have 2 units, though, so I don't think what I have would cause a noticeable degradation. I haven't noticed any. But someone such as yourself building a full cockpit and they start to stack up, I don't know. Your best bet, honestly, would probably, if you're going to do the WinWing, say you're building I don't know what cockpit you're building, but if you're going to build an Airbus cockpit, if you just get all the WinWing stuff and launch SimMap Pro, people hate SimMap Pro. I don't mind it at all. I actually think it's way more intuitive than MobiFlight. But the benefit of having MobiFlight is I can run it different profiles for the FCU and stuff, like as you see here. All right, so we are going to take this out to Echo, which will be a left turn, and then Mike. I don't have a Portland scenery for 2024, which is kind of surprising. I don't know why I don't have a Portland scenery. All right, we're going to put you into TO. So TO, TO, 4,000 feet, we're going to pull it to arm. Okay, so this is 2-1, so this is Echo, clear left. Chi-Town Aviation says I have 10 wind wing items and it doesn't affect my FPS. There you go. See? Beautiful.
357, hold position for traffic.
No. I ain't got time to hold position for traffic.
Position, Roraima 357.
So this guy coming head on. Is he going to turn? I hope he turns, or else we're going to have to taxi through him. No, he's not turning, Chad. We got SkyWest going head to head.
Horizon Air 2395, contact Portland Tower 118.7.
We're going through him.
Over to Tower 118.7, Horizon Air 2395.
We got time. So if I downloaded the traffic map, I would be able to remove him, but I've never downloaded it because I hate running other plugins.
Roraima 357, cross runway 3 at Mike. Continue taxi via Echo Mike. Bravo.
See,
Bravo
nothing
1.
to see here.
Cross runway 3 at Mike. Continue taxi via Echo Mike. Bravo, Bravo 1. Roraima 357.
I don't think my stuff adds up. This should be Mike up here. Mike will cross runway 3, Bravo, Bravo 1.
Roraima 357, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Roraima 357.
Yeah, here we go. So we'll make the slight right here. Here's Mike. We're cleared to cross left and right. How well does Beyond ATC work for GA IFR flying? GA IFR, it's okay. What I say is if you're doing an approach, just fly the published procedure if it's a small airport, because they always want to vector you. And honestly, when I've let them vector me and I've followed the vector, it hasn't been terrible. But sometimes I just want to do the full approach, especially when you're flying GA, right? Like I want to hit the VOR, go outbound, do the procedure turn. But the great thing about Beyond ATC is I just ignore it. If you just ignore it, then you keep going, and it doesn't. They don't seem to mind. Obviously, well, it's AI, which I like. Now, if they do start bothering you, I just close it. But it's good for getting your clearance and learning the basics of talking. And I am looking forward to some VFR type updates where you can cancel and just get flight following. Because I will say I like Beyond ATC if you're running a VFR flight GA and you just want to get flight following. It would be really cool to be able to do that and still have traffic, because the Beyond ATC traffic injection is really cool. So like flying around the Barren up to Sedona and stuff when we did there, I had Beyond ATC on, but I never talked to anybody. But I could hear, like if I'm on center, I could hear Southwest calling, I can hear Frontier calling, whatever, So it kind of adds to the quietness. You don't feel like you're alone up there. But they are working on a flight following VFR mode in a future update. That is where it is definitely going to see the most improvement, I think, is being able to just cancel, go VFR, do your own thing. Now, if you're flying GA or just airliner stuff into a major airport, they do. It's pretty decent. I'd say 8 out of 10 times they won't vector you into a mountain. But the other 2 out of 10 times they might vector you right into a mountain, so you got to watch out. But at the end of the day, it's just AI ATC. So if you feel it's actually good, it's a good practice in exercising command leadership and telling ATC unable because you deem it unsafe. So practice command leadership that way. What's up, Dougal? Good to see my man, yo boss. We have such a bunch of lightweights with that like button. We sure do. Up to 121 though. You guys say, can we? Yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, the amount of effort put into this stream, you guys have no idea. If you could hit that like button, it would really help me out. Okay, let's not screw up the takeoff this time. So takeoff, 4,000 is set. Transponders going to TARA 0546 on the squawk. Auto brakes are TO and armed. Spoilers do not arm on the MD80 for takeoff. We have TO selected on the TRP, which we forgot last time. We've got 140 speed, and flight directors are on. So we're ready. All we got to do is arm the auto throttle, which we'll do on the runway. I love this airplane. entirely unrelated to the stream, but I'm liking the Baron. I'm in the turbo. Ooh, Zach. But okay, Zach, let me know, man. So this is what I love hearing your feedback on all you guys. If you picked up the Baron or the Bonanza, let me know. Do you think I was full of it and I overhyped it, or do you believe the hype now? Because I still want to fly those airplanes. I actually wanted to fly one last night on my home PC. What's your favorite variant, Zach? What's your favorite variant right now?
Contact Tower 123.775, Roraima 357. Have a good one.
All right, over the tower. We're ready to go. Not quite. Let's pull up the SID. Lava 7, RNAV departure. Off of 10 right. So it's going to be left turn, and we got 4,000 set assigned by ATC. Beautiful. Let's call them and get out of here.
Roraima 357, ready for departure. Runway 10 right.
Roraima 357, Portland Tower, wind calm, RNAV to river, runway 10 right, cleared for takeoff.
That was pretty good clearance there.
Runway 10 right, RNAV to river, cleared for takeoff. Roraima 357.
All right. Let's do it. Oh, Sam, dude, if you want to get back in the Leonardo, just watch this. I'll try to set takeoff thrust from the window view. It's spot on. There are definitely some things in the sound pack that need tweaking, and I'm pretty sure the devs are aware of that. But the takeoff sound from wing view is 100% 1-to-1, dude. Listen to this. Man, where's Digital Merc at? He must have got lost in the fog today. This is crazy. Man, the MD80. Imagine going from the MD80 to the 777. I bet you would understeer so much. All right, runway heading checks 103. Let's go flying. Spool them up 50. Auto throttle arm. Toga. Huh? What? They are supposed to be armed? My bad. For some reason I thought they were not. Listen to that, Sam. All right, let's get back on center line. We're through 100 knots. One, and up we go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Wash the tail. Positive rate. Gear up. Fly with. Oh, look at the dirt on those flaps. Man, there's not a whole lot to see. A little bit of an over-rotation there. Bring the nose down. Bring the nose down. Through 1,000 feet. LNAV. VNAV. Climb.
Roraima 357, contact Portland departure.
Contact Portland departure. Roraima 357. Portland departure, Roraima 357, 1,700.
Roraima 357, Portland departure, radar contact, climb, maintain 17,000.
Flaps 11, 17 set.
Climb, maintain 17,000, Roraima 357.
All right, 17 and pull it. Clean it up now. Here we go. Oh, the grime on those flaps. Those are whiskey flaps, man, if I've ever seen it. What are we getting? Ice. Oh, we're out of center tank fuel is empty. All right, bring the slats in to 220. Look at that cloud formation. Beautiful. That spool down, I believe it's a fan. It's a fan, right? That's, somebody explained it to me one time. It's like as soon as the nose wheel comes off the ground, it spools down. Any MD80 drivers in chat can verify that. It seems very pronounced. I don't know if it's that pronounced in the real thing. Or maybe there's some airplanes that don't have that particular avionics fan. I'm not sure. But all right, we're 250 knots after takeoff. Let's go ahead and stow you. Sorry about that. For some reason, oh, you know what? I wonder if it's because we use the auto brakes. If you use auto brakes, if you have to arm the auto spoiler. Or maybe I'm just full of it. For some reason, I thought I didn't need that. All right, we got FMS EPR 170, nav track, VNAV climb. If you want realism, it actually sounds a little less engine noise up front, like that. But man, it just hand flies so beautifully like this. So I remember watching, look at that view, holy screenshot. I remember seeing guys jump seating in the 80 coming back into Dallas one time, super windy, and the guys on the control yoke, he was just all over the place. It looked like it was so much over control, but that's just how this airplane flew, allegedly, because you're moving you're moving the small little aileron tabs. Like, you're not moving the whole aileron surface. The aileron actually follows the tab, so your control inputs are much more apparent than they would be in, say, like a 737. So, and I feel like we really get that simulated here with the way this flight model is. All right, we'll go ahead and clear those up. That's coming off. Nose lights coming off. Off, off, off. Well, I flew a little bit through the... Wow, look at those beautiful cloud formation. I'll tell you what, let's go to the legs page. Let's redirect us to Okor. Invalid delete. Oh, I forgot. Oh, how do I do it on what about lava? Bring it to the top. Execute. We're going to go direct lava. No, Mr. Martini, the cockpit reflection, I don't know where that comes from, but it's in a lot of airplanes. So I think it's a sim problem, to be honest with you. Doesn't even the Fenix have it? I think the Fenix even has cockpit reflection in the window. This is the 737 PFP, Aviomar. But yeah, you see this? The cockpit window? It's very apparent in this airplane, but I've seen it in a lot of airplanes. Do you need MobiFlight for the MCP at Spike? Yes, so for this particular airplane, I am running MobiFlight for the FCU and the FMC. And I got to tell you, it's worth it, because it's hard to see, but my FMC is a dark green and like soft yellow, just like this is here.
Seattle Center, Roraima 357, crossing 14,400 for 17,000 feet.
Roraima 357, Seattle Center, climb maintain flight level 350.
Climb maintain flight level 350, Roraima 357.
All right, 350, armed.
Roraima 357, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
Contact Seattle Center 126.6, Roraima 357. Seattle Center, Roraima
Andrew P., what's going on, man? Welcome.
out of 15,400 feet for flight level 350.
There's your FS9 wing flex animation. It's a good animation, but it's a little low FPS. Wow. I love seeing this. I love seeing the haze and the poofy clouds. Reminds me of the very first trailer I saw for P3D. Volumetric fog. was like a huge deal when P3D, like, because in FSX you didn't have volumetric fog, and some of the first P3D, like trailers and teasers, were volumetric fog coming to P3D. Alright, making the turn here at Lava. See, it's much easier to keep my heading bug synced, Vodka, was now that I have a PFP. Man, if they made an MD80 one, I would buy it tomorrow. If Windwing made an MD80 autopilot panel, I would buy it tomorrow. Or I'd buy it now. I would love it. I think this might be my favorite hand-flying tube glider in the sim, if I'm being completely honest. Of all the airplanes available in Microsoft Flight Sim, I think the Leonardo MD80 might be my favorite to hand fly. Vodka, I didn't realize you had this panel. How long have you had this panel? You've been holding out on me. All right, Magic Barrel Ref, out of 18,000 feet. And can I engage the autopilot from here? Command A, allegedly. Is the autopilot on? I don't know if it is. Yep, AP is on. It likes to do this speed up here whenever I engage the autopilot. I think this is a yoke thing. I don't know why it does that. I think it might be this profile Vodka hooked me up with. It always slows way down, like it has to catch up to something, and then it gets back on profile. Let's see. Turks, what's up, man? Good to see you. I would spend an ungodly amount of money. Yeah, I know, me too, man. Could you imagine an MD and a CRT FMC panel? Oh my goodness. I would build my own home cockpit to run both. Does the MD80 fly better than the 727 swim and climb? Yes. It's different. But I don't know. What do you think, Vodka? You think well, you don't fly the MD80. 727 hand fly is pretty dang good. I have questions. I have questions about the 727 flight model. So I'm not saying that it's worse. Especially at Flaps 40, I feel like at Flaps 40 and the 727, everything I've heard of, that thing should drop like a rock. And it just still doesn't do that. I mean, it drops like a rock when you go to flare, but on approach, I mean, I still periodically bring the power way back to low RP, like just almost idle, and I can fly the glide slope, at least in the last version I've flown. I haven't flown the 727 in a while, but I don't know. I'd have to fly them hand to hand. But I do love the MD80, man. It flies really nice. Sam says landing this thing is fun, very easy to crunch the landing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Sam. I've had some crunchers in this one as well. I have definitely had some crunchers. All right, all is well up here. Now, there is a couple other... Isn't there another secret button? I thought there was another button for wind noise. I don't know about real life, but the sim, I like the MD80 better. I think I'm with you, Lucas. I think I'm with you, man. And it may not be that it's unrealistic, but I feel like the MD80's, it's so unique that I feel like it's got to be pretty dang close for a desktop sim, especially because, I mean, you know, like I said, I've watched from the jump seat firsthand. I've watched guys land this thing in non-calm conditions, and they are really moving the yoke. I mean, they're not going crazy, but they are moving it a lot more than any other airplane. but that's just how the handling is. And I had they've explained it to me numerous times. Matter of fact, even when I went to my interview for my last interview, the gentleman that was interviewing me, he flew the MD80 for a long time, and he was telling me a story about the MD80 because we were talking about bare metal airplanes. And he's like, yeah, I remember one time, he's like, are you familiar with how it flies, like with the aileron follows? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I had one guy tell me after we landed in Dallas one time, and he's like, what was that? Why are you such a manhandle on the controls? And he's like, it's just how we fly the airplane, just how the airplane responded. There was a lot more input than you're traditionally used to. And I gotta hand it to Leonardo. They did capture that. And I even have my sensitivity up a little bit, so that's what makes it fun. 727 Superstream when Matthew F. I gotta be honest with you, I'm not in love with the Super. I don't know, dude. I'm a little bit more disappointed with the 727 than I initially thought I was gonna be. We got a disco here in our flight plan. I don't know if it's the sound pack. I would say the texturing, but the texturing is okay. Maybe it's the lighting. There's something about the 727 from SSS that just... I don't want to say it feels lifeless, but it doesn't capture... It doesn't immerse me. Am I the only one that feels that way? I love it. I like it. I love the 727. I still like the FSS 727. But for some reason, there's something missing, and I don't know how to put my finger on it. Benny, what's up, man? This is the Immersive Audio Sound Pack. Immersive Audio MD80 Sound Pack. I think it's time for another YS11 stream personally. Oh, a Tipsy Penguin. I think so too. I think we might do 2 streams. We might do a prop stream after this later tonight. I like the old version better, but the Super is kind of nice. Got to play around. Yeah, I'm with you, Vodka. I think I like the OG version the best, which I didn't think I would. Turk says some guys rival that pumping the side stick at the flare of the bus, usually ex-Mad Dog drivers as well. Oh, I can only imagine, man. I can only imagine. Captain McGee, our alert's not working? Oh, dude, did I miss some alerts? Oh, you know what? Because I don't have an alert box, I don't think, in that view. What I miss, man? Let me go back here. I'm sorry, dude. Did I miss something? It may be also because of what's going on. Was it a bank angle check? If it was a bank angle check, I may not have got it all because of Microsoft outage. Blame it on the cloud. I'll tell you what, I'm going to see if I can...
Seattle Center, Horizon Air 2181 through 10,000 per 100 for flight level...
Let me, you know what it is it's because my, yeah, I know why. Everything got unlinked. So my alert box goes to Streamlabs, which is just, everything got unlinked. So it's definitely something with Microsoft Cloud going on. I think I get everything back up and running now. I'm sorry if I missed anything.
Arrival train 57, Seattle Center.
It was a super chat? Oh. Yeah, I do not see it, my friend. I am so sorry. But thank you so much. For the alleged super chat, I don't have anything on my end. It's very much could be something on Microsoft's end, Microsoft Cloud. Oh, Wingnut's back in here, talk smack. Mr. Saturday, what's going on, man? Dude, Mr. Sat, that video in the 350 was epic. The lightning shots, Guys, if you haven't seen Mr. Saturday's video, go check it out. I posted it in the I reposted it on the community page. But Mr. Sat, man, epic journey. What amazes me is the MD80 doesn't use hydraulics for aileron control and some other surfaces. Yeah, it's all tabs, right? The most enjoyable times in flight sim was with the original Leonardo Mad Dog, 19 to 20 FPS, but learning the systems and running it by the book was so fun. I can only imagine, Sam Dan. I think when Leonardo releases, if they ever release their massive like texture overhaul and 2024 like full compatibility, it's already compatible, but like just mostly texture-wise, getting it back up to 2025 standards, I think I might dive into the books of VAAL and flying it by the VAAL books. Anyone know where I can find a good Baron tutorial? Well, we flew the Baron a couple times. I don't know if I could call it a tutorial flight. What do you need help with in the Baron? Just everything in general, like run up and stuff? Check out fullflapsim.com. He has a Bonanza flight that he did, allegedly. Turk says required landing in the first 1,000 feet of Jack. Got to simulate the real-world ops. May not be linked to the past incident there. Even then, ROP screams at you 25% of the time. Wow, really? All right, first 1,000 feet, so before the 1,000 footers, huh? Or actually, yeah, on the 1,000 footers. We'll do it, Turks. We will do it. We will smash it right there on the first 1,000 feet. Do you have a link for Discord? Exclamation point Discord, or is none of that stuff working? Let's see. V1, good to see you flying the Mad Dog. Frost, what's up, man? I love this bird, dude. I love it. Yeah, if you just want to get started for the Baron, man, the very first stream I did was with the Baron 58, the non-turbocharged. We went over a lot of basic stuff. We actually did the full run-up, too, so that'll get you going. But if you have any questions, man, we got a lot of piston drivers and self-proclaimed Bonanza experts in chat. One of them goes by the name of Wingnut. I keep getting banned by VAL for not completing flights for a month. Oh, Andre, I don't even think I have an account anymore. I've never even, when I switched to 2024, I lost all my VAMSys and everything. So, yep. Full Flap's first Bonanza stream was Timu. Gonna redo. I know, dude. You're starting with the mixture and idle cut off and everything. Unbelievable. You actually have to start with a mixture and full rich on the Bonanza. Yeah, don't use the Full Flap Sim as a tutorial video. Use it as a what not to do video. 8TC Swede, thank you for the 65 Swedish krones. I appreciate you. Hi from Sweden. Thank you so much, man, for that super chat. I appreciate you. And welcome aboard. I love Sweden, man. In my alternate life, I'd love to fly for Swiss Air A340. That would be my alternate life dream. So if I ever have a generator problem going across the Pacific, or the Atlantic rather, I can order a hot chocolate before doing the ECAM actions. How about an in-flight video and educate what you mean by flying the tabs? Oh, Swiss Air is not from Sweden? Really? Oh, disregards. Listen, it's antibiotics, guys. Listen, Texas geography. I take it back. All right, fine. But thank you. In my third life. In my third life, I would like to fly for Sweden Airlines and fly the A340. Listen, we're still on antibiotics, guys. No, we're not. All right, we're nav track, VNAV level. Listen, I don't get out much, all right? I do Cleveland turns for a living. You guys are over here expecting me to, like, do all this long-haul stuff and know all this geography. Give me a break. VNAV level 350, we can turn off hydraulic pumps, trans, and aux goes off, I believe. Yes, so that goes off. We are going to go to the cruise on the TRP, and we have a disco after DBS, so let's go to next page, and let's just copy Warmroo. Let's go previous page and put Warmroo there, and we'll close it up. That looks good. Beautiful. Outside view. Real time, real weather. Look at that beautiful thing. The Saab and Viggen is Swedish. Oh, you know what? The Viggen is pretty cool. Do you fly while on antibiotics? No, no, no. I have my last flight coming up Friday, though, Chad. With my current operator. Hydraulics are supposed to be on low? Oh, really? Don't double mouse wheel. Alright, hydraulics low. Heading bug synced. Keep Team Vodka happy. So I was able to drop one of them. I had a mandatory float drop on the first, and then I have one. So technically, my last day at the company is an R7 day. And I don't know how that works. I got to message somebody, because how am I supposed to commute out, do one day a reserve, and commute back? What if I don't get on? Because then I'm not going to have any privileges, so I don't know. We shall see about that. But as far as flying, I will have no more flights because I'm off for the first couple weeks of November anyway, so. Yep. Last flight. You're mixing up Sweden and Switzerland? We have Scandinavian. Ah, I love Scandinavian Airlines. That's SAS, right? SAS? Listen, in my third life, I would love to fly 737 Classic SAS livery with the orange engines. See? I heard Aerosucra's hiring. Yeah, I heard that too. V1 goes to IKEA asking for hot chocolate and Toblerones. Did American have the dogs around 2010 in the bare metal? Yeah, they had the Mad Dogs until... Shoot, when was the final Mad Dog flight? I want to say it was 2018-ish? Or did they... They didn't have them in 2020, did they? When did they can the Mad Dogs? Way to go here. All right. Seatbelt sign is off. Smoke them if you got them. Let's get this old jump seat out here. Ah, yes. The only jump seat more uncomfortable than a 737. Can I hide the CFB or no? I don't want to click. Is that a click spot? I want to open the window and blow everything up. Do a little jump seat cruise for a while. September of 19 was the last Mad Dog flight. All right, there you go. No, they weren't a full COVID casualty, Wingnut. The 7.5 was. Wasn't the 7.5, 7.6 the COVID casualties for American? I used to fly MD80s all the time out of VPS to Atlanta. Oh, yeah, Bomb Tech. Lucky enough to get a deadhead on one September 2nd, 3 days before they retired. Wow. That's cool, man. Got the last MD80. I got my last MD80 flight was New Year's Eve, Delta, Atlanta to Filthy. That was the day we got pushed into a catering truck. I can't remember what year that was. I want to say that was... When did Delta get rid of the MD80s? I don't... It was before 2020, because it was before COVID, I think. I think it was 2019, 2018. I was on a Delta. We got pushed into a catering truck, bent the winglet off, had to deadhead. They scrambled us around. They put us on an MD80 deadhead to Philadelphia, New Year's Eve. 2019. All right, so it was probably 2018, December 31st. I know, Tiger Pilot. They are detailed. They're detailed, and they're not even new. So, what I saw at Expo was pretty awesome. I would love to see more exterior stuff, like the engine, nacelle, and everything looks pretty dated. Is the middle window to give a jump seater a better view? I think so. The most uncomfortable jump seat, the one you miss. Ah, that is true, AJ. If I had $1 for every jump seat I've missed, I'd have quite a few dollars. What's up, Seth? Good to see you, man. Heading to Lost Wages in the G2. Very nice. So American parked the 330, 7.6, and 7.5 in 2020. Wow. That's crazy. Sitting in the jump seat of the MD80 is like riding an old caddy. It takes all the bumps really nicely. Smooth ride. What's up, Cacao? How you been, man? Can't even keep track with what you're flying these days. You back on the bus yet? Second jump seat on the 7.3 westbound transcontinental winter. Spend the night at a hotel. That is a hotel for me, Turks. That is a hotel for me, my friend. I remember I was trying to jump seat LaGuardia DFW wintertime and a 737-800 jump seat, and the captain was very hesitant. He didn't straight up tell me no, but there was a lot of, it's a long flight. You sure you want to go? It's a long time to sit up here. And I'm like, well, yeah, I kind of want to go home. Like, he said, well, it's going to be, 4 hours. I'm like, yeah. Like, you sure? Like, look, if you don't want me to ride it, I won't, but, I would like to get home. Awkward conversation. They were not quite happy. They were not too happy with that. Can you jump seat on different airlines? Yes. Yes, you can jump seat on all airlines, pretty much. Everyone that participates in the cockpit access system. Jeff Faviano, what's going on, man? No mountains today, hopefully. No mountains, no hurricanes. Today we're just going to sit back and cruise, man. We're going to sit back and cruise. What airline are you going to now, and why is it United, the best airline in the world? TBD, Virtual United Pilot, TBD. You know what's cool is my FCU. You see when the vertical speed comes on, when it makes the adjustment, it actually copies that. That is so cool. Watch it flick. See it flicks on there and then goes off. I love it. I wish we could make these numbers orange. That would be the only difference. Because this is green down here, which is really cool. But that is pretty neat. Yeah, I was doing 4-hour-long winter at LaGuardia jump seat rides when I was commuting. That was horrible. That sounds pretty rough, man. Do not like that. I watched a video earlier today that talked about the challenges American has had since they cut down their fleet during 2020. There was some good stuff I didn't realize. Yeah, it's been passed around. What is it? Downfall of American Airlines? I think I've seen that one. Kakos is back on the real bus. FO with Captain Pay. Life is good. 32% in base. Hey, man, can't complain, right? Can't complain, Kakao. Sounds good, man. Do some captains still pull out a strike list for jump seaters? Yes. Yes. Absolutely. V1, so if you ride in the back, you just hop on board and ask for the jump seat? Yeah, typically. So if you're trying to non-rev or jump seat somewhere, typically non-rev and jump seat, people say, goes hand in hand, but technically they're different things. But yeah, if I want to get somewhere, say I want to go to Denver, I can wear the cockpit appropriate jump seat attire like that if it's an Airbus. Like if it's an A320 or something, they're like, well, it's completely full, so they send you up front, and then when they close the door, they're like, all right, we have one seat available. You want it? It's row 76 middle. Ew. You can stay up here, but 7-3 middle seat's probably still better than the jump seat. But yeah, it you got to have your documents and stuff. Got to have all your documents. Oh, I read one. Southwest is mad at AA for taking the top worst spot. No FCU, FGCP, we riding McDonald's. Oh yeah, FGCP, Flight Guidance Control Panel. Most scabs are retired most soon. Hey, did you guys know that that long haul guy that everybody loves, he's a scab. What is it? The repo where they reposition everything. Is it Captain Bob? Is it Bob? He's actually on the scab list. I didn't realize that. The guys that do the really cool repo videos. You know who I'm talking about, Sam, right? The oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Where they fly for like 50 hours. Oh my gosh. Speed tape films. Yes, speed tape films. Nomadic. Yes. Nomadic. That's the one. I think the best Scandinavian livery is from the 80s. White body with Scandinavian flag under the front windows. I'm supposed to be neutral as I'm IRL controller. No, really. That sounds pretty cool. A white one with the flag under the windows. That's pretty cool. ATC suite. Yeah, cockpit casual. Yep. Airplane Repo is semi-fake, and that guy actually passed away. Not him. Not Airplane Repo. Nomadic. Speed tape films. Captain Bob, I believe, is his name. Do some captains feel awkward having professional pilot looking over their shoulder? Nah, never. You know, if I would be lying to you if I said, yeah, you could ride the jump seat, and then, you know, when they're not in the cockpit, I look at the FO like, great. But no, it's nobody. I mean, in my experience, everyone's always been pretty cool. I actually had a jump seater save our butts one time. Well, I didn't say save our butts, but we were flying Newark, going into Newark, and it was just, I mean, it was terrible weather, terrible turbulence. The autopilot it was so bad, it was so rough, the autopilot kicked off like 3 times, so the FO's flying and he's hand flying, and we end up getting a low altitude go around call from tower. So everything was fine on our end. We were completely stable. We were going to land, but then tower gave us a go around. I think there was something had happened because there wasn't an airplane in front of us, and I can't remember what they said, but they told us to go around. And so in the go around, we got a jump seater behind us, and it's loud. The engines are a Toga. We're on a 319. And the controller goes, I can't remember. It was like left 360, 3000 or something like that. And I spun in, or it's like left 330, climb 4000. And I think I flipped it. I think I put 4000, or I don't know, whatever I did, I flipped it. And right away, the jump seater caught it. He's like, "Oh, it's heading 330." I'm like, "Thank you." Yeah, and I spun ahead. That's right. So, the jump seater is a good thing. It's an extra set of eyes, right? So, yeah, Kevin Lacey passed, right? Which is unfortunate. Yeah, it's also nice to have someone to talk to during cruise. Absolutely. Get to hear someone else's story, how things are going over at their operator, you know. So yeah, jump seaters it's great. Every now and then you get somebody that's kind of a doornail like Wingnut. We have taken other EOD guys to ride along on a call, ended up putting them to work. Nice. Kyron Lacey? Yeah. Whoever the airplane repo guy is, yeah, he's cool. Unfortunately he's the one that passed, but he's not the scab. It's the nomadic guy. What is a scab? So a scab is somebody who crossed the picket line. What is a picket line? Basically, when there is a strike, or there is an actual action done by say for example, a pilot group. So the last strike in the United States was actually Spirit Airlines in 2008. I believe it was 2008, right? And a strike means, hey, as a union, we're not going into work. Everybody is part of everybody that's a pilot there is part of the union. And when the union gets released to strike and it's approved, they're like, hey, you're not going into work tomorrow. So nobody shows up to work. What happens is the company, they have union busters, and at the time the union busting CEO is like, well, we're gonna charter out any flights we can. So they will call other companies that have planes or pilots to come operate their planes on routes. I think there was only 2 or 3 flights that operated. They were all white MD80s, and I actually believe Bob was one of them. So that's by crossing the picket line. So basically, an entire work group is doing a legal work action by not flying, and you're going to take the money to try to cover the companies, try to help the company out, and basically cross the line of brotherhood, if you will. And that's what a scab would be. Jeff Fabiano, what's up, man? Says, just upgraded my GPU for my sim to a 5090. I am not proud of that purchase. These cards have gotten stupid expensive. But Jeff, how good does it look? How is the sim running? When are we going to see a 2K or 4K YS11 video with a 5090? Come on, Jeff. I know it's in you, man. I want to see that video. Scab side with the billionaires. There will probably never be a strike in 121 U.S. operations again. Yes, I totally agree with Turks. I don't think there will ever be a lawful strike in the U.S. again. That was the last one, because now everybody's too in bed politicians, and they'll never be released. So anytime you see an article of, they are going to be released to strike, and that doesn't mean they can strike. So what you saw in Canada with the flight attendants, that won't happen here in the U.S. So there will be, I 100% believe there will never be an airline strike again. And the reason it's so hard to strike legally is from an airline perspective anyway, is because we are bound by what's called the Railway Labor Act, RLA, which is a super old, outdated document for actually working on the railroad, right? Like the original railroad going east to west, connecting the country. And basically, in layman's terms, it says that we are, as pilots, we are essential to the economy of the country, or something like that, right? Maybe Turks has a better explanation. Basically says we can't strike unless very specific criteria are met. And guess how those criteria get met? Politicians. Guess who pays politicians? The CEOs, the companies, whatever. So now, back in the day, there were a few legal ones, but now, not no more. Not no more. Is it worth noting the U.S. pilot group has to get released to strike, so it's not just a sudden? Yes. Oh, yeah, Sam, that's kind of what I'm getting at. There are a lot of things, a lot of boxes that have to be checked to do a legal strike in the U.S. That's why it'll never get that far. At the end you can check all the boxes, and at the end of the day, a federal judge has to say, okay, you can strike now. You think a federal judge is going to let that happen now? No, come on now. Come on. You think old Judge William Young just blocked the Spirit JetBlue merger because he wanted Billy to be able to fly from Fort Lauderdale to Pittsburgh for $39? No, he could give 2 rats cojones about that. He was bought and paid for, just like they all are. That was my option at my school, go fly the CRJ. Oh, I remember my flight school had a program for GoJet, and all the pilots that came through the ramp told me, don't do it, you'll be a scab. That was my only option at my school, to go fly the CRJ. Oh, circa 2006 guaranteed interview. Interesting. Was it GoJet that operated? I'm trying to remember how GoJet was involved with that. But yeah, it's the era of scabs is very far and few between now. Just tell the federal judge that Trump wants no strike, then they will sign it off. Then there's the UK where the trains are on strike every month or so. Yeah. It was GoJet. Okay, so that makes sense then what Jeff is saying. It seems so contrary. You're so essential that you can't strike for compensation equivalent to your importance to the economy. Yep. Politics, Wingnut. Politics, baby. Man, who's been following the AI, the politic AI chat war between me and Wingnut in the Discord about PT6? Man, I was laughing so hard. Is it well known in the airlines who the scabs are, and do they get treated differently? So Sami Ahmed, back in the day when it was prevalent and much more recent, yes. There were pilots that would actually carry a physical list with them. That's what they're referring to with the scab list, with names of pilots that were officially scabs. And trust me, you don't ever want to be on a scab list. I mean, it's bad. But now, like we were saying earlier, the last strike was so long ago. We're talking, I think it was 2008. So we're now in, that's almost, oh my gosh, almost 20. In 3 years, it'll be 20. So was that 16, 17 years ago? Is that right? Wow. I can't believe it's 2008 was so long ago. But yeah, so it's... Right, it's less prevalent now. There's a very few hanging around. Math is so hard. I know it is, dude. 2025 minus 2008. 13 years. I was a purser at United, and I will tell you that I flew with a few scab pilots that got served last. There you go. There you go.
Salt Lake Center, Roraima 357, flight level 350.
Roraima 357, Salt Lake Center, roger.
All right, how are we looking on our descent page here? Let's see. Econ 240 at 10. Progress page. Gosh, I love this FMC, man. 108 miles to top a drop. So, we want to go outside? Ooh, yes, we want to go outside. We'll turn the... I like... Don't get me wrong, I like jump seat. Jump seat and chill. So, I have a question. I want to do 2 flights. I think I want to do 2 flights. Originally, I was just going to do 1. Hold on, let me get, what do we got here? Let's turn you down. I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to put up the... We'll just leave that rock right there for now. So, my last flight, my current operator, is on Friday. I'm thinking of doing it as a practice run maybe tomorrow, but we'll just do the return leg. So my last flight is actually a Tampa turn out of Dallas, go to Tampa and back. I'm going to take the wife with me. So I'm thinking maybe tomorrow we fly the Tampa-Dallas leg. And then next week sometime... I want to recreate my first ever flight with my operator, which I will officially disclose, I guess, since I no longer work for them. But I would like to do Miami to LAX, long haul, westbound. And it's actually the same month, 10 years ago to the month, I did my first flight. In a 319 Miami LAX, and we blocked like almost 7 hours. It was a super long flight. I told you that. It was like almost a 200 knot headwind the whole way. But I want to do it on VATSIM, so I got to get my VPN up. It'll be a long haul, but I don't know what we'll do on that one. Maybe we'll just have a send-us celebration. We'll fly the Fenix 319. That's a 1.5 year long flight. It is. Could do Iveo. DC Niner, what's up? What do you need help with on the trim? Maybe I can help you out here. What do you shoot? Let me know. What do you need? Did the stream go kaput earlier? It sure did, Dale. Hunt, I just ran out of time, man. I realized I wouldn't have enough days. I thought the Baron was coming out like today or tomorrow, like the 29th. Or I don't know. I got confused on my days, man. Holy, first flight you had a cruise experience as much as most. Yeah, classic jet sim pilot. It was a long. I remember, and it was a body clock red eye. So, being based out east, my time for duty is all East Coast, right? But I still live in Texas, so I commuted out at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll tell the whole story, but essentially, I was up from mid morning until about 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, we're on approach to LAX, and it's like 3:30 body clock time for me. On my first ever flight in the Airbus, I was just dead. Have you heard about 747 World Flight? No. But or is that the one where they're building the 747 cockpit? I did see that. It looks really cool. A 7-hour cruise on IWE. No wonder you know the 320 so well. Actually, the dude was super chill. So, yeah, that guy was super chill. My first IOE instructor. Oh, so I didn't realize, and I'll go over this. I mean, this is kind of funny. I was going to save all this stuff for our long haul stream, but I didn't realize there was an audio knob for the speaker in the 319, or for the Airbus in general. I thought it was just the little ACP panel. So I'm over here like, we go off headset, and I can barely hear the radio because my speaker's not on. No one ever told me ever in training where the speaker button was to turn the speaker on for the radio. So for 7 hours, I'm like intently listening on the radio because I was pilot monitoring. He actually took, so I did the takeoff. Yeah, I did the takeoff up to like 18th hour. So then he took it and he flew the rest of the way. Because he said it was gonna be late, whatever, so he would just do the landing. I'm like, that's fine, man, I don't care. But yeah, I was intently listening for the radio for 7 hours because I didn't know how to turn up the volume. Man, some nice clouds right here, though. Look at that. Terrain down there, beautiful. I saw someone who built a 777 setup. He used OEM parts. Apparently, it looks great. Man, that World Flight's getting crazy with all this stuff. That I know Relics in the Discord. He's going to the 747 cockpit, which is pretty wild. I always land the MD80. I can't set up. I always land with the MD80 and I can't set up the trim properly. What do you mean you can't set up the trim? Like you're not in trim when you're landing? It always goes up and down again when I land. So you want to make sure you fly the nose wheel down, right? So you want to fly the nose wheel down. The engines are mounted on the tail. So get the nose wheel down before you get that reverse thrust going. Are you flying with a force feedback yoke? That's kind of weird. I haven't really run into that issue. Are you in balance? Are you in CG? That almost sounds like you got a CG issue going on. I usually keep it so I can barely hear it, prevent feedback when talking back on the intercom. Yeah. Aaron, exactly. My new operator has L1011s. I'm thinking, yeah, L1011s, maybe. How much to call yourself as Wangs on Friday? Well, that would imply that I work for Spirit Wangs. Just on the yoke. Well, DC-9er, I don't know what. So you're landing and you're like your plane is just going up and down like your tail striking. I would try pushing, getting the nose on the ground first. Make sure you're in CG. It sounds like you have a CG, center of gravity issue. My first IOE leg at landing, captain said, lock him up. I got on the brakes. He goes, what are you doing? He meant the control lock. Never locked him up in training. That's funny. Classic Jet Sim pilot. Nice. Nice. Oh, but also on approach DC-9er? Okay, well, I mean, and that's... make sure... What are your... I would adjust your sensitivity settings if you're oscillating so much. So I would go into your... maybe in your... whatever yoke you're using, go to the sensitivity curve. And I would start with... Oh, hold on. We got an amendment to our route? Okay, hold on. Stand by, chat. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to do radar vectors, but somebody said off of Toga. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to throw that in the box there. We'll execute that. After DBS, we're going to go direct to Toga for the arrival. Execute. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. Let's go plan mode here. So what's cool is I can go plan mode, zoom in, and not have to worry about the FMC because I can step through the FMC now right here. Okay, so that looks fine. So that's what we're going to fly. We're going to fly the Toga from the northwest. Is that too far? So my first OE leg on the 767 went to the bunk only to realize that I completely forgot to make note of when I needed to be back in the cockpit. Ended up having a guess and showed up in the cockpit 60 miles out from top of descent. It's a skill and totally wasn't alerted by the sounds of the FAs preparing to cabin. Nice. Nice. Hi, well, at least you woke up, right? What's I watched I watched American Made the other night. And when he's flying, he's in TWA, and he looks over and his FO is passed out. So he like adds a little later on. Nope, he doesn't wake up. Finally, he just mashes the rudder pedal in.
Descend, maintain flight level 320. Descend, maintain flight level 320, Roraima 357.
All right, 320 vertical speed. Down we go. We'll just do a little vertical speed, 1,000 footer here. And we got to arm it. I don't know how to arm it with the MCP. I wonder if I'm supposed to press the altitude button. I think we need a good 717. Yeah, I was hoping that TFDI would bring their 717 over from P3D. That didn't happen. I'm still waiting on TFDI MD11, which appears not to be happening anytime soon either. Does this plane have a managed descent? Yes. It's like a VNAV descent. Yes, it sure does. It sure does have a VNAV descent mode. Man, we got a 91 knot tailwind. No wonder this was so quick. So right now we're basically in the non-VNAV. You can see the speed window is, I don't know if you can see that or not, but we've got 261 in the speed because we're in a vertical speed. But once we level, we'll go back into VNAV. I have low sensitivity in my yoke, but sometimes it wouldn't go up, so I adjust the trim setting to go nose down mode, then it only goes down. So don't fly with the trim. So that can lead you into problems. You don't want to fly with the trim. What yoke are you using? Is it the Honeycomb Alpha? The Honeycomb Alpha is so stiff, at least mine was, that I would always have to fly with the trim, which is a bad habit to get into. Makes it challenging. In my opinion, the Honeycomb Alpha, the experience that I had, just not good. It was too stiff. But there are other people that say that theirs aren't that firm when the pitch axis, so it's better, but mine was almost unflyable. I would have to use the trim. TFTI is pure gaslighting, just like the original 2020 release. There's the turnover DBL, or DBS rather. Turn into Toga.
Roraima Tree 57, descend, maintain flight level 270.
All right, we'll keep trickling down. 270 is set.
Descend, maintain flight level 270.
I'm going to hit the altitude button, see if that arms it. Oh, it does. Okay, so if I hit altitude hold, it's like pushing it on the window. Beautiful. Okay, down to 270. They may yell at us soon here for being off course, but we're not going to listen to them. We want to fly the Toga transition for juice. My yoke is sensitive right now. I cannot buy a new yoke, but I have a Satek yoke, but I want to buy the Turtle Beach yoke. Oh, I hear you. Yeah, well, if the Satek yoke is, that could be part of the problem, man. Iglufu, yeah, is super stiff. Yeah, that's, unfortunately, yeah, you know, at your own risk. I've heard of guys opening them up, you know, and making the tension a little bit less, but I opened up my Satek yoke back in the day. There was like the, what was it, the rubber band mod or something? Where you had to cut off one of the things, one of the zip. I don't know. There was something you did in the Satek yoke. Is a Honeycomb Charlie any good? I don't know anything about the Charlie. Don't have them. The only Honeycomb product that I will fully endorse is the Bravo, to be honest with you. The rubber band mod. Thank you, AA Ron. The rubber band mod. Satek Pro Flight yoke.
Roraima Tree 57, turn right, heading 125, vectors
No.
for the approach.
Negative.
Turn right, heading 125, Roraima 357.
Have I seen the McDonald's of them? I have.
Altimeter tree 0, tree
Need a Turbo Bonanza stream later, my dude? Austin Gray. Yes. You know, I was actually I was thinking Starship, dude. We haven't flown a Starship in so long.
Expect the visual approach runway 19er, Roraima 357.
All right, after this song, we'll go ahead and go to work.
Roraima Tree 57, turn right, heading 125, descend and maintain 10,000 feet, altimeter tree 0, tree 8.
Turn right, heading 125, descend and maintain 10,000 feet, altimeter 3038, Roraima.
All right, I guess we got to go. Well, we're still a ways out.
Roraima Tree 57, turn right, heading 09.
Front course 187.
19er localizer.
Turn right, heading 095.
We're much closer than I think we are, right?
357.
I think we need to hustle down. Let's go ahead and go to work. Let's go ahead and turn the music off, turn the sounds back up. Toga is supposed to be... I think we got here way faster than anticipated. Zulu 19 or Toga 12-9. Let's call it 13 thou. No, I don't want VNAV climb. Why would we climb? Okay. Vertical speed down. We'll just do this. We're going to select 270. 270, vertical speed. And actually, if I hit IAS Mach, clamp, bring the power back, 270, 13,000. Let's get the terrain push button makes it kind of lag out. That's what it is. Just finished my Baron flight. What should we do, chat? Should we do Baron or Bonanza after this? We'll do something. All right, 109.1, 187. $109.1 and what am I doing? I have it over here. . 109.1 187. Tow code 12.9 at or above. We're going down to 1313,000. We are 40 miles out. We need to go 10, 20, 30. Yeah, we're looking good here. We're actually coming down much faster. Why are we diving so much? All right. $40 miles from Toga, 10,000 feet to lose, 30 miles, or 3. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Yeah, vertical speed was cracking. I've got us coming back now. I've got us coming back. We're back. We're under control. We're under control, Jack. All right, high, and gross weight is 119.4. Call it 120. 132. Knit ref 128 according to our box. Oh, that looks beautiful out there. Sim Update 4 has been good, but I wanted to do career mode the other night. Didn't realize your progress gets replaced. Yep. Just don't stay away from betas. Stay away from betas. Uh-oh, my mic just got low. Hold on. All right. The Avro is wizardry from Just Flight, man. Look at that FSX pedo tube. There we go. Pulls out, pulls out, pulls out. Literally just picked up the RJ finally the other day. Had been holding out for the 146 and 24, but I finally caved on the RJ. No regrets. Hell yeah. RJ85 is great, man. You know what? I'm new to flying airplanes. I know only the Boeing. I've heard there is a top of descent. Is there one in the Airbus? If not, can you make one so it starts descending on its own? You cannot make the Airbus descend on its own, but there will be a top of descent, and it will be visible on your MD. As long as you have a lower altitude in there, you scroll your altitude in, and then you push for descent once you reach the top of descent arrow, which will be a little green arrow pointing down. And if you fly into it, it'll say top of descent reached. Or descend. We're not going to listen to her. We're just going to fly our own approach. 3044 out of 18,000 feet. Sure thing. We need to be at 12.9 until Zibev. Zibev is at 11,000. If she keeps talking to me, I'm going to have to disconnect her. I originally wanted Bonanza, but I voted Baron since I just got out of it. Want to see if I did anything wrong. I love them both, dude. Vodka, this is real life, dude. Look at this. Look at this view. Wingnut, are you still here? This is your part of the country, dude. This is real life, dude. Look at that. We got trees down there. We got a 3 FPS wing flex going on. Look at the mountains in the background. Real life, chat.
Descend and maintain 1010,000. Roraima 357.
Roraima 357. Descend maintain 7,400.
Descend maintain 7,400. Roraima 357.
We're going to slow back 200 here.
Roraima 357. Descend maintain 10,000 feet.
All right.
Descend maintain 10,000.
She keeps one more time. One more time, ladies. We're going to disconnect.
Roraima 357. Descend
Okay.
maintain 7,400 feet.
You're dead to me. I will fly my own approach. Thank you. Wait, Jets Eagles trade? What's happening? Michael Carter? Oh, good. He's a scrub. Michael Carter's a scrub. To the Eagles. Oh, you know what, Turks? Yeah, why didn't I just change frequency? Then I could have kept the traffic. Oh, well. I forgot. Look at this. That would have been the best thing to do. Man, big brain move from Turks over there. Why are you speeding up? Oh, because we're at alpha speed already. Slats are coming out, chat. Look at that. OG protections. Can't have flaps 5 out with the speed brake. Watt boost. So Zibev is 11,000. We got a little, we're still a little ways from Zibev, about 16 miles. Let's clean this lineup. Let's go D&W, because I came in here blasting. All right. Altitude capture. We're coming back to 180. I'm actually having a hard time with the turn there. Wow. I've never done the approach from over here. This is incredible. Look at that. Jackson Hole, Mr. Sat. Jackson Hole. Maybe slowing to 180 way out here was a little bit overzealous on my part, but sounds. Gonna make me want to find some Jackson Hole flying in open time. Yeah, buddy, look at that. Alright, DNW inbound Zibev. That'll be at 11,000 feet. And we'll be turning on to the Loke. Gotta love the Mad Dog. That's a good boy. Yeah, dude. I love the lights. I love the way the lights come out from the wing tips there. Should be getting a nice bank angle to the right here. During its time, was the Mad Dog a regional jet? No. I may or may not have called it a regional jet when I was called a regional jet, but I had underwing and the Mad Dog did not. But technically, it's not a regional jet. Alright, Zibev. So 11, at or above 11. We could be at 11 from that inbound, so we'll set 11 vertical speed down 500 and we'll arm it. Wait, Wingnut left to review ITT videos? Did somebody post more ITT videos today? Did Chris PT6 post more, or did Mickey G post more videos? The Legacies want to see that sweet underwing time. Underwing SIC is more valuable than T-tail PIC after all. There you go. How can you use the WinWing P3P? Yeah, Motaz. This is using Mobi Flight, and I'm using the profiles on Flight Sim TO. Somebody has made a profile for both the autopilot panel and the McDo, and it's really nice, man. Really nice. Zasov 98. Zibev inbound, we can go technically 98. So let's keep coming down. Could have just flown this in VNAV, I guess, but get to play with the switches this time. Link. Here's the P3P. And here is the... Which one did I send you? PFP. I hate the naming. And there's the PAP3. I still don't understand what those stand. We don't know what a PFP is, but that's the PFP and the PAP3. There's not a third option for no second stream. Uh-oh, Miss V1 is in the house, chat. How are things at home? Are the kids okay? Am I going to have to shift my hardware focus to Boeing now? Key 6. My man, we don't know yet, but look at this view. Okay, we're going to go full screen cam because chat. Wow. Hey, the right seat's got a better view here. Hit the like button for Jackson Hole. My goodness. Oh, PFP is for panel of flight plan or FMC? Huh. Wampru, Yug says at 8. I'm going to set 8. Runways in sight. Let's hand fly. Oh, let's get flight recorder up first.
2500.
We're going to turn it all off and hand fly. The final approach course is 187. Recording is activated. And low cap, vertical speed. What was our net ref? 128. We'll let it turn to final here and I'll disengage. So there's no autopilot disconnect sound. That's cool. Flight director off. Flight director off. There is no birds. Auto throttle is off.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Yeah.
Stabilizer motion.
Wait, the autopilot is not off. Autopilot is not off. That's how we almost crashed. Or that's how we did crash before.
1000.
Golly, the autopilot was not off, and it goes when I hit the autopilot disconnect on my Bruner correcting. That was part of the reason we crashed in Colombia. Let's go on altitude. We'll call it 12,000. We're back on it here. I love the sound of that pressurization. Ooh, the wind is a little windy. Wind doing wind things. All right, we got to be within 1,000 feet. We're not looking good because we're already high. Nose light, come to bright, we'll put you on. All right, we're catching up to it now. All right, so we got to be on or before the 1,000 footers.
400.
This needs to go here.
300.
Got it. Got it.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
I got full left puddle. I don't know why we can't come back to the left. Spoilers! How about that for 1,000 footers? Centerline was pretty atrocious, but I had full left rudder in there. I don't know why we couldn't get back on the center line. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jackson Hole. Like a glove. I wonder if I have a super curvy rudder curve on this one and I don't need it. That might be why. Wow, look at all those corporate jets. Like a glove. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jackson Hole. Home of Turks OT. I see a nice Merkin over there. Let's go park next to them. All right, we'll go ahead and close you, dim. Never turned those on, but that's fine. We're not going to start the APU because we're just going to do a replay of it. Mr. V1, Bell Jet Ranger stream when? V1 watches the Rugrats. There you go, AJ. Yeah, I mean, she's a helicopter pilot, right? So she should be able to, handle her own, huh? She probably can fly the H-145. All right, let's get some fresh air in here. Let's go to the ramp. Gosh, I love the MD80, man. I love sim flying the MD80. Yeah, this is Dream Flight. I don't own the Exonos one, and I didn't want to buy another one. This is actually a 2020 Dream Flight. I think that's who makes it. We'll park here, gate number 8. Look at that 319. Try to do a good job parking here, so we'll have parking and replay. Tutco. V1 probably doesn't want her to stream because she'd get more likes than him. Oh, 100%, dude. Man, if I wanted to hit 100,000 subs, I would just, have Miss V1 stream and put a camera on. Make some catchy thumbnails. That's how it works, right? Maybe I should use Miss V1 and boost the channel. All right, brakes set. Allegedly, yep, brakes are set. No, they're not set. Now they're set. Let's close the window, go to replay mode, because we want engines in replay. We do not want to risk not having engines. So we'll turn those back on, those back on, those back on. Replay recording is stopped. Let's see what our landing rate was. I think it was a little bit firm. According to the flight tracker, it was a little bit firm. A 230-ish. Right on the 1,000 footers, though. Like a glove. No Focua here. Pretty cool approach. You can actually see how 1.9 comes in through the hills. We're going to have to do that one again because that's epic. All right. We'll close that. Let's go full screen. Throw the replay up. Engage. Oh, beautiful. I'm going to turn the park brake off. I'm going to set the flap handle down. Now, the flaps are going to do these wiggly flap things until they reach the position of which they were at during the replay. So let's run it forward.
1,000.
They're going to stop flapping here in just a minute. For the record, V1, you took that somewhere I wasn't going. I just spent her piloting to get more likes. No camera involved. Yeah, sure, Tutco. Sure. I saw what she said over on Wingnut Sim. I saw what she said. We don't have to backtrack. I didn't see a super chat, K6. Dude, YouTube has been super strange today. K6, my man, thanks for the $5 super chat. Sorry, dude, I totally missed that. Maybe we need V1 to stay at home with the kids and Miss V1 do a stream in the Airbus from the office. There you go. Yeah, she could do an Airbus stream. I don't know. I think she'd be better off in the H145. Do I still use the FSprojects side stick? I do. I absolutely do. I love it. Thank you, Key6. Sorry, I'm missing that, man. Oh, boom. Right on the money. Spoilers coming up, allegedly. Listen to the... Oh. Love it. Outside. Hold it, hold it. Boop. Right down there before the 1,000 footers. See, I don't know why. Look, my rudders did not give me any authority there. We shouldn't have been rudder blanking that early on either. All right. it's loud, so I'm going to pause it, and we're going to do Faviano replay view. So touchdown was right about here. Outside view, reset. Camera, undo, do you. We'll do it with the windows, or not the windows, the mountains in the background. Put it right here. Do this, do that. Little bit of zoom. Perfect. Perfect. Done. Love the camera system in Microsoft. Did I tell you guys that on day one in Microsoft 2020 how much I love the camera system? It's actually gotten much better. Here we go. Flyby view. Have Miss V1 fly and chat could guide her. Oh my gosh, that would be... We'd never get off the ground, Jeremy. I can barely get off the ground with you guys telling me what to do. That didn't look too bad. You know what would make this approach look even spicier? No, maybe not. Get some colors in the sky. Oh, yes, sir. All right, Miss V1, am I doing another stream or no? You need me to come home. I can come home. Come home. All right. Either way, this stream is coming to an end. So, enjoy the full replay here. Now, again, we're going to have a little whoopsie here getting low, but that's all right. I'm going to put it on the right seat view because this is amazing. Well, thank you all for tuning in on this stream. This was quite the challenge to get this stream done, but I'm glad we did it. I am in love with the WinWing stuff. Not a sponsored add-on. If you're looking to improve your sim game, I gotta be honest with you, I highly recommend the Pilot Flight Panel and the FMC. They are two absolutely wonderful pieces of hardware that you think you would spend a whole lot more money for than what you actually spend. So, very impressed with them. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you for the super chats, the bank angle checks. Thanks for sticking strong through the technical difficulties. Thank you, Miss V1, for stopping by. I may or may not have a second stream here. We'll see. It is pretty dang hot in the HQ right now. If we do a second stream, what did the vote say? Baron? I forget. Was it Baron or Bananas? I think it was Baron. Yep, Baron, 53%. All right, y'all. I will see you tomorrow, nevertheless, or nevertheless. Maybe I won't stream. I will see you tomorrow. All right, guys. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'm V1. Soup.